Hey everybody, Kyle Goethe here from GoatFilmReviews.com and the Goat Film Reviews YouTube channel, and I've got another unboxing for you today. So what's interesting about this one is kind of just how I came across this news, I guess. If you are a physical media collector, if you're a Criterion collector, you probably know about Barnes & Noble's 50% off sales that they run in July and November. Now, oftentimes in July, they would do an Arrow 50% off sale as well, which made it really difficult that month to decide if I wanted to go for the genre stuff or the highbrow Criterion stuff. And thankfully this year, they moved their Arrow sale to August. So that gave me an opportunity to spend 1 month on Criterion and 1 month on Arrow, and then spend the next month apologizing to my wallet for all of the abuse. So today we're going to be opening up an Arrow box set. This is the Count Yorga collection. Let's get it opened up and take a look inside. Okay, there you have it, folks. The Count Yorga collection right here from Arrow Video. We've got some information on the back that we'll cover as needed, but there's kind of the inside case here. We see both films, Count Yorga Vampire and The Return of Count Yorga, as well as a little booklet right there. So let's go ahead and unbox this thing. Oh, there's this. Oh gosh, that had me nervous for a second. Okay. Thought I tore the box. We're okay. Woo! All right. So as we see the box that we have right here, it's got a really nice kind of, I know like the feeling of the cardboard may not mean much, but it is a nice thick cardboard. It is a nice case. It's not some flimsy thing. We'll go ahead and pop the case out right there. Inside some nice cardboard holder for it as well. And let's cover the films as we see them right here. So here is Count Yorga Vampire with the new cover, I guess the new animation cover that was available right there. A Tale of Unspeakable Cravings, updating the classic vampire mythos to 1970s America. This much-loved cult classic stars Robert Quarry from Dr. Phibes Rises Again as the svelte Count Yorga, recently arrived from Europe and living in a mansion in the Southern California hills with his mysterious brides. Going down further, we don't need to cover too much of the phrasing, but bringing sly humor, sinister intelligence, and a low-key realism to classic genre formulas, writer-director Bob Callahan made Count Yorga Vampire one of the standout horror movies of the 1970s and gave Robert Quarry the role of a lifetime as the eponymous Count. So this has a 2K restoration from Arrow Films, from a new 4K scan, and new high-definition Blu-ray, original lossless mono audio, optional English subtitles for the deaf and hard of hearing, brand new audio commentary by film critic Tim Lucas, archival audio commentary by David Del Val and C. Courtney Joyner, The Count in California, a new appreciation by Heather Train and Chris O'Neill, Remember Yorga, a brand new interview with Frank Darabont, in which the award-winning filmmaker talks about his love for Count Yorga Vampire. That sounds like fun. A Vampire in L.A., a brand new interview with actor Michael Murphy, Fangirl radio tribute to Robert Quarry, Jessica Dwyer and filmmaker Tim Sullivan in conversation about the man who was Count Yorga, trailer, radio spots, images, and a reversible sleeve. So they're with new commissioned artwork. That's what we mentioned right there. So opening this up, we can pull out a few of these details and look at them as they come. Arrow always puts in like kind of their coming soon card. So that's not as important right here. Looks like there's also a poster of what we saw right here, and a small booklet of Count Yorga Vampire. Let's take a look at that. Okay, so it's going to have like posters, and that's kind of cool. I really like these classic 70s films when they come with kind of the poster collection and some of the screen cards and the radio spots and that kind of stuff. This is a cool little piece of nostalgia, which is funny because I feel nostalgia just looking at that booklet, and I've never actually seen the film. On the inside, we see the Count Yorga Vampire disc, and we'll pull that out so we can get a better look at... Okay, so there's the other version of the cover right there that you can see. Kind of cool little thing. So I always have a struggle of which poster I should keep on the outside of the Arrow because so many of them are so cool. Let's see what else we've got here. We've got some lobby cards. So the back is kind of the Count Yorga image from the box that we saw. And then there's some lobby cards that we see here. Yeah. So some pretty... Oh, spoiler alert, guys. Sorry. I'm learning this with you here. So that was Count Yorga Vampire. Here's The Return of Count Yorga. So again, we have that kind of new artwork that's positioned right there. There's the side thing again. Real Evil Never Dies, and with Count Yorga Vampire a breakout hit, the Count was quickly revived, back from the dead and back on the screen, the return of Count Yorga. Relocating to San Francisco, the resurrected vampire this time has designs on an orphanage as a source of potential victims, but finds himself distracted by the beautiful and innocent Cynthia. Could it possibly be love that stirs his unbeating heart? So Bob Callahan directs with style and panache as he sets the sights on absurdities of middle-class America to deliver a film that is at once darker and funnier than the original. So this is also a 2K restoration from the 4K scan, Blu-ray presentation, lossless mono, English subtitles, brand new audio commentary by Stephen R. Bissett, archival audio commentary by David Del Valle and C. Courtney Joyner again. The Court and the Counterculture, a brand new interview with film critic Maitland McDonough. Chamber Music of Horrors, a brand new interview with music and cultural historian David Huckvale about the scores for both films. Archival interview with film critic Kim Newman. Kim Newman is a very interesting film critic with a lot of interesting thoughts on horror and genre pictures. I actually just was rewatching Bravo's 100 Scariest Movie Moments, and Kim Newman showed up there. It's got the trailer, radio spots, image gallery, and the reversible sleeve. I also should note here, this is not to be sold separately, so this, it seems like, is probably only available in the 2-pack of films. I guess I forgot to talk too. The first film runs 92 minutes, and the second one runs 98 minutes. They're both in color, English language, and the first film, Count Yorga, is actually rated PG-13, and the second film is rated R. So kind of working your way up to it there, I guess. But we'll open up Return of Count Yorga and see what the inside looks like as well. Oh, again, we have some cards, lobby cards. Another poster. That's kind of cool. Interesting. Cool. There's no booklet with the extra posters, but that's okay, because I think the first one does quite a bit for us. We'll remove the disc here. And, I remember this poster. This poster I remember, even though I haven't seen the film. That's a weird damn poster. Yeah, and again, I'm going to give a preemptive spoiler alert, and we're going to look through these cards, but there might be some spoilers here, guys, so just be prepared for that. But, God, I love this presentation. Like, this makes me feel like I was back during the release of the film. Like, having these lobby cards and these collectible items that come with. This is what I love about these kind of physical media collections, is what they bring to the table in terms of that. Let's also take a look at the book while we're here. We're going to, kind of page through and see what's inside. So I'm not going to spend a ton of time on it, but we can see what's going on here. So a couple of pictures here. We have Count Yorga Vampire cast and crew, Return of Count Yorga's cast and crew, and then an American Vampire in the northeast of England, and then A Tale of Unspeakable Cravings, Count Yorga's Revolution and the Chthonic Female Vampire in 70s Genre Cinema, and My Dinner with Yorga by Tim Sullivan, who did that first commentary. And there's some information about the restorations and the production credits as well. So, again, we get kind of a better version of that first poster for that film. And, oh, man, that really, really freaky and weird one that the second film had, too. So, yeah, and then just some great little pieces here as well. I love kind of deep diving into these film backgrounds as you get the chance, and being able to just kind of live in the film for a while. It's one of my favorite things, and this time period especially was so influential to me, and I didn't even realize it. I had books from my childhood where I read about classic kind of horror cinema from like the 30s to the 70s. And I didn't realize how much of that had stayed with me and how important it was to my growing up. I mean, I carried horror books around when I was like 5 years old. So, a very nostalgic thing for me. But, it's a great looking presentation. Not having seen the films, I can't speak to the quality of the films, but it is a really great presentation right here as well. So, so we've got, the original Count Yorga Vampire and the Return of Count Yorga, as well as some booklet information. Yeah. So there you have it. That was the Count Yorga collection. Thank you guys for joining me as we took a look through that collection. Is it something that you would consider owning during the 50% off sale? I think regularly priced, it was $70 down to $35 for 2 films. Let me know if you think that's something that you would own, or if you already own it, what you think about the production quality of the film and the special features that were included inside. Love to hear about it. Thank you guys for joining me. You can find all of my film reviews over at goatfilmreviews.com. You can also find Goat Film Reviews on Facebook. You can follow me personally at Almighty Goatman on Twitter, Instagram, and Letterboxd. And you can find my show, Kyle and Nick on Film, that I co-host with Nick Plotachuk from the St. Paul Filmcast. We have new episodes every Monday and Thursday over on that channel. I've got all those links down in the description, and we'll see you guys next time.